Evacuated on Monday, the fire marshal evacuated us. Even having flood insurance, as I'm finding out this week, isn't much of a picnic to get things moving. And what they're saying is they want money up front, $4,000 up front. Mold is gonna cost $9,000. So all these people want money up front or they won't do the job. And the flood insurance will not advance money from what they're saying to me. They'll only advance $2,000.
I'm just not really sure who to call. We did call the water and sewer department. They haven't come by. They said they would. I just want someone to see it when it is like this. We're in a bowl in our neighborhood. The people next to us they're lovely neighbors. Before they even moved in, someone was allowed to build the property up next to us and put a swimming pool in there. So now the water literally comes down into our yard, and my daughter's playhouse, outdoor playhouse, now is inhabited by the ducks. So I don't know who to call to come take a look now, and where you're talking about the reconstruction project, it might be worthwhile to come look and see. We still, like I said, we still have water just pouring in.
Yeah. I live in North Waltham on Doty Street, and that's the street that goes up to the Northeast Elementary School. I've been there for 50 years. In the early 60s, we had our basement finished. For 35 years, we never had any water. The toughest part of this whole situation is operating on minimal sleep for the past week. The water started on Sunday at 10:30 a.m. and it didn't stop till Saturday evening. I had my alarm set all night long. I was getting up an hour, half hour, 15 minutes. It was depending on the flow of the water. And once you lived in your house, I've lived in my whole life, that's where I came home to, you'll do anything to save that house. Okay, my parents aren't alive, so it was like I was doing it for them too. Whatever it took, I was gonna do it. I was in the basement bailing and pumping.
As far as, let's say that the president okays this, we've all dealt with government agencies. What's the timeline? When we call FEMA and say, we have a problem, we have put our application in, or we call the SBA, who I've dealt with before, and say we need some help. What's the timeline? Is it 7 months, 8 months, 10 months?
They say, oh, this is a once in a 100-year lifetime thing and we'll never get it again. Well, you know what? Me and him are sick of hearing it. Once they go underwater, I go underwater. So there's something in the flow right there, and I don't know what it is. I have no idea. And, I've thrown my hands up. I've done as much as humanly possible. I pray. I listen to these people that say, oh, they were up. I was up for 5 days. I had my kids up. It's this feeling that I can't describe. But then I said to my wife, Linda, there are people in this room, like this lady over here, that are a lot worse than me.
I don't know if FEMA can answer my question, but since it is about flood damage, I would hope that somebody in the room could. Many people who call Waltham home, my family included, commute daily along the Riverwalk. We rely on it to get to work or to go shopping or visit family and friends. As the water recedes, we see the damage. Some sections of the path have been washed away. I would hope that the needed repairs are on somebody's list.
I think I'm on Marshley, and I'm not 100% sure if it's a Lexington Marsh and I just want to clarify that, but I cannot do this again. And like the other woman, I have a hill in the back of my yard, but I'm up high, still I'm up high, and they're telling me the water table is so high. And I can't do this again. And structural damage, can't do this again.
I don't have time all day to sit on the phone for 20 minutes at a whack, waiting to put on hold till the next available person can talk to me. I have to work. My bills are still coming in. I'm paying for a storage container. I'm paying for somewhere else to live. I gotta pay my car payment so I can get to work. I gotta pay my insurance that doesn't cover the flood.
Be responsible for us getting a wall put up so that this flooding doesn't happen again to this neighborhood.